finish his career in a strong way, however much longer it's going to last.
Here's Barbosa. Drains it from short range. Barbosa's got his first basket of the night.
His agility and soft touch really paid off there. Not many players could have played that easy.
Now let's send it over to Doris. Doris?
Yes, Kevin. Scott Skiles has done a great job coaching the Bucks, and he talked about how much he's enjoyed coaching this team. He said, this is as good a group of guys to be around as I have ever coached. Even when we went through a stretch where we were 8-20 and lost a bunch of close games, these guys never lost their commitment. They kept working. Guys, a pretty good formula and essential to a team's success.
Thank you, Doris. And Clark, sometimes a tough stretch like that can bring a team together.
That's right, Kevin. I mean, you start 8-20 like the Bucks did, a couple of things can happen. You can let it fall apart, or you can come together as a group in the midst of that adversity. And you just need to look at last year's standings to see what the Bucks did in that situation. Get back into this game, a couple of things. One, they're going to have to value every possession, and then they've got to make sure they get good shots. They've done a great job here in the second, but let's see if they can continue it.
Here's Dooling, right now averaging 7 points a game. Michael Redd on the wing, covered by Barbosa.
Boy, he had a good look. I think everyone here was a bit shocked to see that one not fall through.
Here is Bayless. He's covered by Dooling. Johnson dishes, poked away. Now Barbosa. A foul called, and he earns a trip to the line. Last season, a trying one for the Raptors and their fans, just missing the playoffs in the East.
Well, it came right down to the wire, Kevin. The Raptors actually played fairly well against the Eastern Conference, too, 29-23. You wonder if they could have made a little noise in the playoffs had they gotten there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Drew Gooden has checked in for Sanders. Delfino comes in for Corey Maggette. And it's Jennings in for Keon Dooling. The Raptors making a switch here. You know, Clark, the Raptors were the second-best team in the Atlantic Division right in back of Boston.
Yeah, but it just didn't come together enough, especially late for them at the end.
Here is Calderon, looking for his first bucket of the game. Jennings gets the reach-in call. That's his first foul. Here is Calderon. The lead is 2. It's blocked. Lays out. Evans passes to Barbosa. Stolen away.
The interior D was lurking on that one.
Goes up. Dismissed. Raptors with the lead. Well, if you fail once, try again. That's what Ilyasova did. He didn't make a big impact in his first go-around. And Clark, remember, went to Europe for a few seasons. Came back to the Bucks, ready to contribute, and he did.
Yes, he did. He's able to make threes, and when you can do that at his position, he's kind of that new stretch 4 position player, if you will. Big guy that can get out there and knock down perimeter shots to help spread the floor. He's got to get a little stronger so he can do a better job rebounding. He's actually a pretty high-energy rebounder right now, and he plays with great effort. So I think as he gets stronger, he'll just enhance the kinds of things that he's able to do even now.
Here's Milwaukee now, trailing by 2. It's Redd outside. Shot's good. Redd's got 13.
He's just decided to put the team on his back and take over the scoring load this quarter.
It's Leandro Barbosa on the way. Ilyasova gets called for blocks. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, it can be awfully hard to stay in front of guys at this level. He tried his best, but still got hit with the foul.
And Baamute's checked in for the Bucks. Salmons comes in for Michael Redd. And the Raptors making a change here.
Right now, he's just too good, Kevin. Way too good. They need to bring a second defender and try to make him give up the ball.
And here's Jennings. No points for him. Salmons with it. The tray. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
You can see that they've broken out of a bit of their shooting woes in the first quarter. I mean, they were slumping in that quarter. But they found better scoring opportunities here in the second.
DeRozan, he's guarded by Mbamute. Takes it up. And DeRozan throws it down.
And look at how he posed on the rim for a few seconds after that one. That's that's never going to endear you to your opponents. They don't like that kind of stuff.
No, he was enjoying that one so much he didn't want to let go.
Yeah, I think he was throwing salt in the wound, though.
Here's Delfino. Great anticipation.
Your team doesn't need that mistake. You got to be efficient.
DeRozan. And there's the lay-in. 14 points for him. Here comes Jennings. Here's Gooden. Jams it in.
That's a terrific play. All he had to do was catch it and finish.
Calderon with it. Good if it goes. And that's off as he tries to beat the buzzer. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time.
You look at what Michael Redd has done so far. 13 points, and he's hit 2 shots from beyond the arc. He's played a huge role in this game.
And we'll get it going after this from the Bradley Center.
And now the halftime breakdown presented by HP. The Bucks have been battling. Some great pressure defense that they're putting on. They've been forcing a lot of turnovers. We've seen Michael Redd having a superb game. They love the output they've gotten from John Salmons. Looking at Toronto, they're definitely making plays as well. Close-range shots, their bread and butter early on, a gigantic lead in points in the paint. Ed Davis getting it done through 2 quarters. And also, Leandro Barbosa, great work from him as well. Strong performances so far in today's action from these two who are leading their teams in scoring. Thanks for tuning in. Now back to the action in Milwaukee.
Well, it's been a tight game as we enter the second half. Both teams going at it. Here is Jennings. Still looking to get on the scoreboard.
If you want to make the leap out of the lottery like the Bucks team did a year ago, you've got to win in conference games, and that's exactly what they did.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. Calderon and DeRozan are the guards. Bargnani is out there with Amir Johnson and Johnson. Jennings is tagged with the reach. That's foul number 2 for him. Bargnani. Calderon passes to DeRozan. Snatched away.
The closer in you get, the more they'll reach in for the pilfer. You got to protect the rock.
And the Bucks against the East, 31 wins for them against the Eastern Conference. That was 10 up from the season before.
You know, and some people might think that maybe the East got a little weaker. I don't think that was the case at all. I think you've got to give all the credit to the Milwaukee Bucks. This is a team that overcame some injuries and adversity, had excellent coaching from Scott Skiles, and is a team headed in the right direction, I think.
And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. You got to stop the layup there. Make him earn his points from the line.
The first one falls. Michael Redd's checked in for John Salmons. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Milwaukee in the lead. All alone. Redd's shot is right there. Redd's got 15 points.
Great assist on that basket. He's seeing the floor well, and he's making some beautiful passes.
You know, watching the Bucks, you talk about Coach Scott Skiles and what he thinks of this young kid. He says he's a pretty quick study.
Yeah, he is. I mean, the kid's got a terrific head for the game, a thirst for knowledge, and a desire to get better.
Bucks foul ball.
And he makes the free throw. DeMar DeRozan in his second season. Clark out of Los Angeles. He went to USC for 1 year, and he was taken number 9 by the Toronto Raptors.
And you know what, Kevin? I was really impressed by this young man's composure. You know, he was one of the youngest players in the league last season after only playing the 1 year at USC, as you indicated. And this guy never seemed to get rattled. He always seemed to be playing within himself, and that's a valuable attribute to have as a young player. That bodes well for him going forward because he's a dynamic athlete.
Here is Calderon looking for his first bucket of the game. Johnson, the pass to DeRozan. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.